What is going on, my friends? Vitai Dubin is here. Welcome back to another episode of Today's in Crypto Show. I so missed you guys. So much is happening right now in the crypto markets. I cannot just leave you in the dark. A lot of bleeding is happening with altcoins right now. Many altcoins are down 40%. And the question is, when are we going to see the continuation of the bull market? Are we like the vibes right now is like of a bear market. You cannot even watch the portfolio. If you're investing in the crypto market, you see it bleeding so much over the past several weeks. It is crazy. So I want to share with you my perspective why it can be such a huge buy the deep opportunity right now as the market is set to rebound. What is really positive happening right now in the market with the launch of the Ethereum ETF looming up here over the next several weeks? We have a lot to discuss, and one thing that is very, very bullish that can really set up the prices skyrocketing, not just for Bitcoin, but for the altcoins. So all of that on today's show. Let's get it going, guys. Look at the market. This week has been brutal. Some of the coins minus 20-30%. This is like a vibes of a bear market. You know, today is another red day of 10 to 15% down on the altcoins, and Bitcoin has not really been going down so much. You know, if you look at the price of Bitcoin, it is just down to $65,000. So why the market is so depressed right now? It is because of the altcoins. The altcoins are bleeding like crazy. Even the Bitcoin is not really showing big signs of weakness. It's just down to 65K. It's not a big deal. You know, if you measure the move from the top of $71,000, it's only down like 9%. Why the altcoins are down 40%? This is where you can see the Bitcoin dominance increasing. A lot of the money is flowing into those ETFs, and we are seeing this trend. Look at this trend. It's breaking out of the Bitcoin dominance. Is gonna reach in the levels of about 57%. This is where I see a major resistance lies. When the Bitcoin is gonna drop, we're truly gonna see an altcoin season like what happened here during 2021. It was an absolutely amazing time for the altcoins where Bitcoin dominance crashed and the altcoins exploded in value. But what we are seeing right now is altcoins are crashing and Bitcoin is dominance is going up. But it's going to be not like this forever. At some point, we're going to reverse this trend and altcoins are going to pump a lot. So the big all eyes are right now on the Ethereum. Ethereum is the one that is going to be leading this altcoin seasons right now. It is kind of dumping for the 4 weeks in a row. We're seeing the momentum shift to the downside right now on Ethereum after a massive bullish week on the 20th of May that started, that took Ethereum from $3,060 all the way to $3,900. And after this, it's been a slow bleed to the downside, while the other altcoins are really taking the dip. Looking at Pepe, for example, Pepe has going down from around 45%. If you measure this move from the top to the bottom, is down about 44%. The meme coin shedding its gains, and we can see the same is going on with Shiba Inu shedding. If you measure the top here to the bottom, is shedding about 61%. Absolutely crazy. And looking at the total market cap, excluding the Bitcoin and Ethereum, it's actually broke this trend line. If you look at this trend line that started the move in October, the market of altcoins expanded. We've seen crazy gains during October, November, December, and continued into January, February, and March. Now, after March, we see April, May, and now June, continuation of a correction here and actually breaking some very, very important trend line levels that started from October. That's why a lot of people are fearful right now. The altcoins are in a free fall mode right now after it broke down. Now you can see it broke down on the 11th, and on June it tried to climb back in, but actually got rejected. It got rejected at $666 billion and went all the way down the next day, falling further. So now the altcoins are bleeding pretty heavily. And the question is, where are we going to stop this bleed? Are we actually right now already hit the bottom, or are we going to see another 10 to 15% move to the downside on the cards? You know, that's the question right now. And I want to get to some perspective what's going on. We see Australia approved the Bitcoin ETF by VanEck. Actually, I'm going to show you the total global ETF numbers are reaching about $127 billion. We see the total US ETF for Bitcoin reaching $58 billion, and the total global ETF, I mean Canada, Germany, Sweden, Switzerland, USA, Jersey, Liechtenstein, and Brazil, and others, is $69 billion. So we've seen just last week one of the largest inflows ever, like more than $2 billion inflows, meaning more money coming in than going out from the ETFs. And following right after that, the next week is a bloodbath where the net outflows reaching about $700 million. So why do we see redness across the globe? If you see all the altcoins, they're all red, right? In the past 24 hours, in the past week, we are seeing a lot of redness, right? Why it is happening? Well, the Ethereum ETF trading is delayed. There is no current narrative that we are seeing to pump up the price. There is too much greed. I mean, celebrities launching their meme coins, posting their Solana tattoo images. All of these are a sign of greed. But now recovery, I agree, is mostly dependent on Ethereum. Now we're gonna take a look at Ethereum and what's happening with that Ethereum launch of the ETF. Okay, we are 2 months after the Bitcoin halving, so the current price action is comparable to the previous 60-day post-halving periods. Don't forget that Bitcoin just did its halving recently in April, right? And after halving, we're seeing some choppiness. We're always seeing some choppiness, and I believe that we're gonna see the Bitcoin pump all the way in August, maybe September, October this year. That's when we're gonna start to really see the pump happening, because of the scarcity of the Bitcoin after the halving event is gonna be felt. It's gonna be felt, but we just have a little bit of delay with that. We just need to be a little bit more patient with that. So it's still very much in the card. You see the BlackRock and Fidelity now own a combined 477,000 Bitcoin, worth $31.4 billion. When Bitcoin dips, institutions, they come and just grab that Bitcoin. They just come and grab that Bitcoin. We've seen over $2 billion worth of inflows seen in the previous week, right? So this has been a very, very bullish. And now it's immediately followed by the worst during the same period of about $565 million basically outflows. Now, if you see a lot of people are loading on the shorts, which is a sign that it can be massively liquidated. $1.8 billion of shorts will be liquidated when Bitcoin reach $70,000. Sailor is about to buy $700 million. So MicroStrategy actually is preparing to buy $700 million of Bitcoin. Okay, so in case that you think that you are Bearish, look at this. MicroStrategy bets big with a new $700 million debt offering to fuel Bitcoin purchases. Now, it took gold 4 years to cross $15 billion in net inflows after it launched. It took Bitcoin 5 months to did that. That's the power of Bitcoin, right? The largest European telecom, Deutsche Telekom, will start mining Bitcoin. It is happening. The big shifts that's happening. We see Tether is launching gold-backed US dollar stablecoin Alloy. Basically, USDT is expanding and now is backed by gold as well. And I want to point out something here. Bitcoin at 65,000 in 2024 has been completely de-risked. It's an average price of billions in ETF capital. It's the same price it traded 3 years earlier, and presidential candidates are fighting to show they're the most pro-Bitcoin. This is the perfect setup. Basically, after this previous all-time high, after this choppiness period, we're gonna finally break it towards the 82, 84, 88,000 dollars. If you snooze, you lose, right? You need to be vigilant. Right now is the time to getting, but this is how it looks like, how it feels like right now, looking at your yeah, this is exactly how it feels. You don't want to look at your portfolio. It's all red. It is down. This is the summertime. This is the time, you know, the fear and greed index, I don't know why it's showing here 74. If you look at a coin market cap, is actually 55. It's neutral. So a lot of the greediness now removed from the market, and we are getting ready for the next big waves. Now, what you need to remember, the Pi cycle top indicator is more popular than any other Bitcoin cycle top caller that exists, because it nailed every single time to the tune of the couple days, you know, the absolutely top. When the green line and the orange line are actually combined, that's the top. That's the top. But right now we are not there. We're not there yet. We are not there yet. So that's why it's too early. It's too early for you to exit the market. You know, should we see another bleed in the altcoins? We can see another bleed in the altcoins. But overall, it is not the time to get out in the market. Now, this is why I'm very bullish on Bitcoin. If you lived another 100 years, you might not see a larger rate cut cycle, the likes of which we're about to see, right? So what does he mean by that? If you look at the United States Fed fund interest rates, then it really quickly jumped from 0.25% basically at the end of 2021, in 2022 actually, at the middle of 2022, all of a sudden it jumped to 5.25% in just 1 year. Now, we are hitting the resistance at the interest rate level that you can see, not seen ever since 2007. You know what happened after that? The collapse of 2008, and we've seen how the interest rate have moved down significantly and pumped up the prices, basically allowed more money to be easily borrowed and invested, and expanded the money supply. So are we going to see right now rate cuts that are going to put interest rates down? Because when the interest rates are up, it makes it harder for the risk assets like crypto to thrive. You know, when the interest rates are going to go down, stimulate the economy, now it's going to be easier for Bitcoin and crypto and altcoins to actually pump. US national debt has been rising by $1 trillion every 100 days. What do you think is going to happen to the interest rate? The interest they're paying on this debt is insane. There is nowhere they are not going to cut rates. It needs to be cutting rates to stop paying so much interest on this debt. Now, when it comes to the bullishness in the market, here's an update. The target for the launch of Spot Ethereum ETF moved to July 2nd. July 2nd is just a couple weeks away. And you know what happened to Bitcoin? When Bitcoin ETF has launched, it actually skyrocketed here. It was launched around January 2024. So around this time, it launched the ETF, and it skyrocketed for $40,000 to $70,000. What do you think is going to happen to Ethereum when the Ethereum ETF is going to launch? I believe it's going to skyrocket from these levels all the way to $4,600, which is a move of about roughly 40%. Okay, that's my prediction. Now, what I'm thinking Ethereum is gonna do in this cycle, I think Ethereum can easily go to $10,000 per Ethereum this cycle, which is another 200% from where it is, or triple your capital during this bull market. Okay, that's what I'm seeing in the cards for Ethereum during this bull market. It can certainly happen. Okay, so I'm monitoring closely all of that, and this is the time to be like Ethereum is one of the risk reward, very nice low risk setup to be buying Ethereum at this point and wait until Ethereum reaches a new all-time high of about $10,000. Okay, so very bullish. Continue to believe that the market is underestimating the ETF level demand for Ethereum. Okay, so right now is a good time to buy. Ethereum whales have bought over 700,000 Ethereum in the past 3 weeks, totaling approximately $2.45 billion. Are you bearish on Ethereum? And Ethereum reserves hit an 8-year low, so a price surge is imminent. When we're seeing such a high demand for Ethereum, it's not so much Ethereum on the exchanges. It means there is a scarcity kicks in and could lead to dramatic price movements. Okay, so right now brace yourself. I know you can feel the pain. It's very painful to watch how your coins is going down and obliterating like this. Okay, but, and there is a big but, we are in the bull market right now. We are in the consolidation phase of the bull market before it continues. So right now, actually, a nice time to DCA into crypto, to buy in more crypto, and that's the time that you do it. When you buy it when it's low, you buy it when it's painful, and you store it and look at it 1 year later. Okay. Now, what else is happening today? What's happening today? The launch of FIAT, the first AI trading and big data super app, is the most advanced AI trading technology that basically hit the market and allows you to fully automate your cryptocurrency trading on your own exchange, like Binance. When the exchange is actually Binance is storing your crypto, and you can connect to this strategy and you can generate some nice results. So the kind of performance that we've been able to see is roughly about 6 to 10% per month, right? So if you look at the monthly profit of 8%, for example, on average, okay, it can really compound to some significant numbers. So this is going to be launched today on June 18th. I'm going to keep you posted on everything, how it goes. I'm going to start it. I have the license for it. I have the $15,000 license, so I can deposit some pretty significant amounts of money here and start generating here while the market is bleeding, because this is the most that I've seen how basically minimization of the risk there is. Risk minimization at its best when the market is bleeding. It's actually a time to not lose money but to gain money. This is what has been showing, and so much money has been invested in this technology. Now is available for the first time to a lot of retail investors. Okay, so if you want to learn more details about FIAT, you can get it exclusively through my link and get to it. More information how it works, I'm gonna be posting on this channel my review of it, how it works, and my results. Okay, so with that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I am looking forward for the market rebound And right now is a very good time to DCA. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in the next episode.